Greetings everyone, if you want to play the latest Octopath Traveler 2 into your PC without owning a Nintendo Switch console, then this is a perfect video tutorial for you to watch because I'm gonna teach you where to get all of these files here that I have in my desktop. So in order to play Octopath Traveler 2, you'll have to have all of these files here, and then you should install the latest build of yuzu emulator. For those who are new, yuzu emulator is a Nintendo Switch emulator. It can play and emulate Nintendo Switch games into your PC as long as you have installed all of these files here into your yuzu emulator. So first of all, I'm going to teach you where to get yuzu emulator. To do this, just open a web browser and just type in yuzu emulator and hit search. And then yuzuemu.org is their official website. Be sure to check on that. Click on that website, then go to download, and then download the Windows 64 version here. But if you're using a Linux system, then you can just manually download the Linux installer here. I am currently using the latest build of Windows 11, 22H2 version, and yuzu emulator will run with it perfectly. So I'm just going to skip the download and installation process because that is really easy to do and anyone can do that. So I'm just going to assume now that you have already installed and downloaded the latest build of yuzu emulator. So be sure to run it now and play it, and you will be met with certain errors saying that you will need to install some certain files into your yuzu emulator so that it will be able to play Nintendo Switch games. So what are those files? Those files are the Nintendo Switch keys and the Nintendo Switch firmware, and it should be in version 15 in order for it to play Octopath Traveler 2, and the game should be in XCI file format too so that yuzu emulator will be able to detect that game. So if you're asking me where to get all those files, legally speaking, you can only get these files through a modded Nintendo Switch console, which has a custom firmware installed in it. Because if it has a custom firmware installed in it, it means that you can access your Nintendo Switch system files, okay? And once you have access, just copy all of these files here into your PC. And in order to get Octopath Traveler 2, you should own the game, and you should buy it, and have a physical copy of that game and digitally back it up into an XCI file format. So if you don't own a Nintendo Switch, or if you have a Switch but don't know how to mod or add a custom firmware in it, and I'm just going to save you the hassle and teach you where to get all of these files. In order to get all of these files, I'm just going to leave a QR code here wherein you can scan it with your QR code reader, and you will be redirected to the page wherein you can download all of these files here. That is approms.com. So be sure to check the middle part of the website so that you can get the XCI file format of Octopath Traveler 2. And in the bottom part of the website, that is wherein you can download the keys and firmware. So be sure to check the entirety of the website so that you'll be able to download all of these files here. So I'm going to assume that you have already downloaded all of those files and that you have a copy of it into your PC. Now it's time to install them into your yuzu emulator. So go to yuzu, go to file, go to open yuzu folder, and then open keys folder here. And then open this key zip file here, and all you have to do is drag and drop these files into that folder. This folder should be empty because this is your first installation. Now closing that, that's time to install the firmware. To do this, just go to File, go to Open Yuzu folder, and then go to NAND folder here. Then go to System folder, go to Contents folder, then Registered folder. Now the next step is just open the firmware file here, and all you have to do is select all of these files and copy them and paste them into this folder. These are the firmware files from the Switch. So if there is a new update or new game that you need to play, then you should update your keys and firmware too. So once done, closing that. Now your yuzu emulator is now fully capable of booting up Nintendo Switch games. You'll know that it is successful because it will show your Nintendo Switch games and then it will detect their game icons. So what's the next step now? It's now to optimize your yuzu emulator so that you'll be able to play Octopath Traveler 2 with no issues at all. To do this, just go to Emulation, go to Configure, and then just pause the video and copy my settings, okay? So be sure to copy everything. So this is for the General tab, then this is for the System tab. Now for the CPU tab, it is set to Auto. In the Graphics tab, my default API for everything is set to OpenGL, but some games will require you to change them to Vulkan. If your PC cannot handle a 2x resolution, then be sure to change them to 1x resolution, which is the native resolution for the Switch. For me, I'm currently using 2x resolution so that the game will look much sharper and much more beautiful. So be sure to copy everything here, okay? Because this is the most important part in order to play the game. Now go to Advanced Setting. My accuracy level is set to high. I have checked use VSync, I have checked use Fast GPU Time Hack, and I have checked use Vulkan Pipeline Cache. Now go to Audio. Everything is set to Auto. And in controls, just connect your game controller here, such as a Nintendo Switch Pro controller, your PlayStation controller, or Xbox controller here, then map them up according to your liking. And the dead zone should be set into 20% so that the game will not have any Joy-Con drift on it in your gameplay, okay? Once done, hit OK. Now your yuzu emulator is now fully capable and optimized to run Octopath Traveler 2 and all of the previous Nintendo Switch games into your PC. And a little bit of disclaimer, I'm not going to show you a gameplay of Octopath Traveler 2 because we all know that Nintendo is really strict on this kind of content, that they don't want it to be shown in the internet or YouTube or anywhere else because this kind of hurt them and they don't like the Nintendo Switch emulation scene for the PC. And if I show you this gameplay, then my channel will be taken down and my videos will be taken down. So to save myself from that hassle, I'm not going to show you a gameplay of Octopath Traveler 2. And I hope you guys do understand on that part. But as long as you follow all the steps that I've shown you in this video tutorial, then you'll be able to play Octopath Traveler 2 with no issues at all. So if you have some questions regarding the installation process of Octopath Traveler 2 into your PC, then just leave a comment in the comment section below and I'll try my best to answer all of them. Thank you for watching, subscribe to my channel, see you next time, and goodbye for now.